It's been more than 5 years since Apple introduced one of its most beloved iPhones, the 11 Pro Max. When it launched, it was a significant upgrade compared to its predecessor, and naturally, it was widely embraced. Even today, this device remains quite popular, and if you're wondering whether the iPhone 11 Pro Max is still worth considering in late 2025, this video is for you. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is a premium device made from glass and stainless steel. The back features a matte glass finish that doesn't attract fingerprints, while the stainless steel frame is glossy, adding a sleek contrast. While it carries the older design language with rounded frames, thicker bezels, and the notch, it still feels amazing in the hand, even if it doesn't look as modern as newer iPhones. My unit, after years of use, has some scratches, but overall, I would say it has held up very well. Although the iPhone 11 Pro Max is IP68 dust and water resistant, given that you can only purchase used models at this point, this feature might not be as reliable, especially if the device has been repaired. The iPhone 11 Pro Max features a 6.5-inch OLED display that Apple proudly calls the Retina XDR. Even 5 years later, this screen continues to impress. It remains sharp, and the colors are great. Nevertheless, it doesn't reach the brightness levels of newer models. It is also worth noting that the display only offers a 60 Hz refresh rate, which some might see as a downside. But considering even the latest regular iPhone models maintain the same refresh rate, it's not as much of a deal-breaker as it might seem. The old, wider notch cuts more into the content, but overall, the screen quality on the iPhone 11 Pro Max is still great. As we move into 2025, the iPhone 11 Pro Max is still keeping up with iOS 18. The user interface remains fluid, and I've been enjoying the new features brought by the latest updates. While there's a chance that iOS 18 might be its last major update, I wouldn't be surprised if it also receives iOS 19. Powered by the A13 Bionic chip, this phone, despite being over 5 years old, is still incredibly capable. It handles daily tasks and even gaming without a hitch, which is impressive for a device of its age. There is, however, one area where it shows its age: storage options, particularly the base model, which offers only 64 gigabytes, which in 2025 just isn't enough. In terms of RAM, the iPhone 11 Pro Max is good but not great, as it comes with only 4 gigabytes. While it's generally enough, it can show its limitations with more demanding apps and multitasking. The iPhone 11 Pro Max is equipped with a triple 12-megapixel camera setup on the back, and they're still reliable. In well-lit conditions, all 3 cameras produce fantastic images with excellent colors and dynamic range. In low-light environments, only the main camera supports night mode, and it still captures great shots. The other lenses perform fine too, but since they lack night mode, don't expect outstanding results. As you can see, dust got through my camera lenses. Dust on the lens elements caused my images to appear blurry or out of focus, even when I had the camera properly focused on my subject. This was really frustrating, as I expected my photos to look sharp. When it comes to selfies, the iPhone 11 Pro Max continues Apple's tradition of delivering sharp and accurate facial images, though it doesn't handle the sky as well in certain lighting conditions. As for video recording, the 11 Pro Max still shines. It supports up to 4K at 60 frames per second, and the video quality remains impressive. The iPhone 11 Pro Max comes with stereo speakers that still perform quite well. At the highest volume, the sound remains clear and crisp, although newer phones offer much louder output. That said, this isn't a significant downside, as the sound quality is still praiseworthy. When I first got my iPhone 11 Pro Max, the battery life was one of its standout features. It could easily last through a full day of heavy usage, and I rarely worried about charging it during the day. Like all batteries, however, its capacity has decreased over time. My unit currently has 74% battery health, which means it no longer lasts quite as long as it once did. Now, it's a solid device for light use but requires recharging by the evening. If you're a heavy user, streaming videos, playing games, or using navigation apps, you might find yourself reaching for the charger more frequently. It supports up to 20-watt charging and offers wireless charging as well. But the iPhone 11 Pro Max does not support MagSafe, as that feature was introduced with the iPhone 12 series. One area where this phone continues to shine is biometrics. Face ID, the primary security feature, remains highly reliable. If you're buying a used iPhone 11 Pro Max, though, be sure to check that Face ID works. So, is the iPhone 11 Pro Max still worth it in 2025? The answer really depends on the price and condition of the device. For example, a unit, which is in good condition with 256 gigabytes of storage, is worth around $270, though the battery health needs to be over 90%. If you can find one with better battery life and in pristine condition, it could be worth up to $320. The iPhone 11 Pro Max remains popular for many reasons. It continues to offer a premium build, reliable cameras, a great display, and solid performance even after all these years. If you own an iPhone 11 Pro Max, share your experience in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be much appreciated.